Hello, Verbling students. Yes, the English students. That's who I am looking for. My name is Geoff Watson, and thanks to Verbling.com, the best place in the world to learn a second language, I am here to help you this hour with your English. We are going to be talking about seafood and aquaculture, or farming the oceans. Now, this could be fish farming or farming certain kinds of shellfish, like clams and oysters and mussels. So please get the website that you use for doing translations. Please open that up because you're going to need to do some translating this hour. And so first, I would like to ask everyone, please, to download and open file A6. You can find this at the Verbling.com website. And Hamel has put the link to the direct link to the document in the Verbling chat box. Thank you very much. And you will be able to open up the document, easily access cutting and pasting for translations, and you will be able to read the text clearly, because sometimes the Google Hangout share screen is not very clear. All right, so that's number one. Number two is we are going to be doing some reading, and we are going to be watching some videos from YouTube. And so what I would like to do to start the class is to open up the screen share so that I can show you the two tools that we use mostly here at Verbling. It's very important for all of the students, please, to use the microphone button here in the top right-hand corner of your screen. We ask that all the students constantly, please, continuously keep your microphone turned off until you're just about to speak. And the other tool that we're going to be using is over here on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to be activating or downloading or turning on the YouTube application so that you can watch the YouTube videos that I have planned for this hour. And so, to begin the class, I would like to say hello to everyone and ask them please to tell us where they are connecting from. And I have some questions. Some introductory questions, and so I'm going to paste those into the Verbling chat box. And so right now, my favorite seafood is this. It's canned, now this is, I live in Chile, in South America, and it's jurel, I think, in Spanish is the pronunciation, and this is a type of mackerel. A type of fish. I've looked up on Google, it says it's yellow mackerel. I think this is a very common fish in the ocean. I don't think it's endangered. And I buy it canned. It's in a can. It's canned mackerel. And it's very, very inexpensive. This can only cost $1.50. And it's almost a half a kilogram of meat. It's 425 grams, and it's very good. I really like the taste of it. And so right now, I'm trying to eat some of that every week. And so right now, I would like to invite Andrea to say hello.
Hello.
And Andrea.
Yes.
Andrea. Andrea. So please tell the group where you're connecting from, and can you answer our seafood questions?
Okay, I can. I'm from Brazil.
And I have some questions in the Verbling chat box. So, what is your favorite kind of seafood? How do you prepare it? Where does it come from? And is it expensive or inexpensive? And do you buy it fresh, frozen, or canned?
I love fish.
Ah,
Yes, very good. I prepared it fried.
fried?
Yes,
Yes, okay.
yes. Um,
And
it's
do you
not
buy it
expensive.
fresh?
Yes, I buy
Okay.
fresh or frozen.
Oh, okay, good.
It's not expensive.
Okay, good. All right, thank you. And what kind of fish? Do you know? And this is where people need to use the Google Translate or another translation website so that they can share the word in English.
Ah, I don't know, some kinds I like all the
Okay,
fish.
so you buy several kinds of fish.
Yes.
Okay, great. So I'm just going to put that you like it fried in the chat box. All
Ah,
right, great. I'm going to move on and say hello to Francisco. Welcome. Now, Francisco, you need to turn on and off your microphone, please, each time.
Yes,
Yeah, thank you.
you hear me?
So,
Uh,
where are you connecting from?
I'm from Portugal. Uh,
Okay. And can you answer our seafood questions?
yes, my seafood preferred is sardines.
Ah, your favorite seafood? Okay, sardines. And
Yes,
those are canned, correct? Or do you buy them somewhere else?
I'm fishing.
Oh,
It
you catch them.
yes in the
Great.
in the in the sea.
Okay. Do you use a net to scoop them out to
No,
capture them? No.
it's amateur. I am an amateur fishing.
Okay. Yeah, a fisherman.
No, amateur. I don't a
Yes.
professional.
Not
I
not a
don't.
professional fisherman, but okay, a sports fisherman. All right.
Yes.
Great. Okay. And how do you prepare them?
It is not too easy to answer to
Okay.
your
Right.
question because
Okay.
my English is not very well,
Okay.
but I understand you.
That's fine. That's fine. Welcome to the class. Okay.
Thank you.
And Gul, hello. Hello, Gul.
Sorry. Hello.
Welcome. Please remind us where you're connecting from and can you answer our seafood questions of the day?
Okay. I'm from Turkey and I like seafood, especially bream, sea bream.
Okay. Now,
Uh-huh.
is that the English word?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe you can put it in the chat box. I'm not sure of that. What is it? It's a type of fish?
Uh-huh. Yes. It's a seafood
Mm-hmm.
and sorry. I,
And do you buy it fresh?
yes. I like fresh, and I pre I can. Yeah, sorry. I prepare it to uh, in oven.
Okay, so you bake it. It's
Uh-huh.
baked in the oven. All right,
Yes.
great. Okay, to
Mhm.
bake it in the oven. Oh, That's a healthy way to prepare the fish. Great. Thank you. And I'm going to move on to Ismail. Hello.
Hello, Geoff. Hello, everybody. I am connecting from Turkey, Ankara. As I said, I live in a peninsula. There are 3 different seas around us, and there are lots of seafoods in my country. It is not so expensive. You can find on bazaar too many types of seafoods.
Many types.
Yes.
Remember, too many has a negative connotation.
Yeah,
so
yes.
Many types of seafood in the market. Yeah.
Yes. I like it, but I don't buy many seafood because my wife doesn't like the smell of, especially in when we fry the seafood. It smells badly at home, Geoff.
Yeah.
And I try to eat out seafood.
Okay. To go out to a restaurant.
Yes.
And eat seafood.
I cook in the oven.
Oven. Okay.
Yes.
Great. I wanted to read Edmar's comment. I've never tried these seafoods, these types of seafood before. I'm from a small town in Brazil, so the only seafood that I've tried is fish. Okay, well, that's all right. That's part of seafood. We don't really say seafoods with S. No, seafood is a non-countable. So you say I eat a lot of seafood, or I only eat a little seafood. Okay, and I'm going to go to Jose.
Hi everybody, I'm Jose, I'm from Spain. Here in Spain, people say from the sea the fish bass and from the earth lamb. But I prefer mussel. It is cheap,
yeah.
It is cheap, and I cooking. Then I take 1 kilo and I put into a bucket with a glasses of water and 1 lemon cut, and I wait to wraps to 5 minutes, and you can take it. I like.
Oh, so you eat them raw?
Much raw.
Raw is not cooked.
I put into a bucket on the fire.
Oh, okay, all right. Sorry, a pot.
With only a glass of water, only a cup of water.
And so you're steaming to steam.
Yes.
To steam them in a pot. Okay, great.
Yes.
Just 5 minutes and they're ready. And just with lemon juice.
No, I put the lemon. I put in the lemon in the bucket.
In the pot. Fire. Sorry,
yes, in the pot. In
the pot. Pots are used for cooking. All right, great.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Olsan, welcome.
Hello. I am also calling from Turkey. I live in Black Sea in Rize. So we are very close to all seafoods because the stay is by the sea. The best seafood I have ever tasted is calamari.
Okay.
With some lemon juice and tartar sauce.
Yes, good. Now, but how do you prepare it? Is it boiled or fried or?
It is fried, but there is some sauce prepared with beer and milk.
Good.
With the flour, first you have to put in a flour. So take it out and put in a fry. So it gives a delicious taste
Yeah, no, that's great. And so fried calamari, that's what we say.
Fried
And
calamari.
I think, and then you put it in a batter.
Batter, yeah.
Perhaps. Yeah, the mixture of maybe flour and egg,
Mixture of
something like that.
flour, egg,
Excellent.
milk, and things.
Wow. Okay, great. Sergio, welcome. Hello, Sergio. Okay, we don't hear you, Sergio. I'm going to move on to Zeki. Welcome.
Hi, can you hear me clearly?
Perfectly. Please
That's
go
good.
ahead.
I am connected with Vovko, but I am from Turkey. In the here, it's fishing, it's cheaper, it's not expensive. Generally, it's in the here, it's salads, it's fresh, it's fish. Fish, but generally it's fresh. We are every weekend salads in the bazaar, and we are at have a cooking. Yes, it's I can say it. I like fish. It's very tasty.
Yeah, great. It's very tasty.
Yes, yes, tasty. Yeah.
Sorry?
Tasty.
Tasty.
Maybe I'm not good with the accent.
Flavorful?
Tasty.
No, but I don't understand that word. So do you mean flavorful? It has a good flavor?
Yes, good.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll the word is tasty.
Tasty.
Tasty. That's the adjective to describe something that is flavorful, that's delicious, that has a lot of flavor. I'm just going to put that in the chat box for you. Tasty. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
And so I'd like to say hello to Cielo. Now you need to turn on your microphone. And so
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Where are
I'm
you?
from Venezuela.
Okay, welcome. And can you answer our seafood questions?
I like a lot of types of seafood, but my favorite shrimp.
Oh, okay.
I like fish. I'm from an island, so we have all types of seafood. But my favorite plate, I think, is paella. That's Spanish. I don't know how to cook, so I have no idea how you make paella.
Okay.
I just eat it on a restaurant.
All right, good. So I can do a class about paella, cooking those. Yeah, some friends of mine like to make that. And what we say in English is my favorite meal. We don't say plate. My favorite meal is paella. All right, great. And so I'm going to just check to see that we've said hello to most people. Oh, Mohammed, are you there? Mohammed?
Yes. Yes. Hello,
Where are
sir.
you connecting from?
I'm connecting from India, but I'm not Indian. I'm Sudanese.
Okay, great. And so can you answer our seafood questions?
Actually, I came now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so I have some of the questions written in the chat box, but what I'll do is let's begin the class. Let's start reading, and so I'll come to you for your next turn. So thank you. Welcome. All right. So document A6. Please download the document, everybody. What I'm going to do is put it up on the share screen. Here it comes. And our topic for this hour, I've chosen the topic herbivorous fish farming and mollusk aquaculture. Right? So that's the idea. So this is aquaculture is farming in the ocean. And so what we want to talk about are the types of seafood, fish and seafood, that eat plants, that do not eat other fish. And so what I would like to do is to start with Seki. Could you begin reading, please? Seki?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you see it? How does fish farming, or how does farming?
I'm reading.
Please.
Yeah, okay. It's how does it's farming. It's herbivorous fish and shellfish. Actually, increase the world's protein supply.
Good. And what we're talking about is to increase, to have more of, and it's the protein supply. Protein supply. So here are some shellfish being grown. And could you please read this?
Thankfully, there are some forms of aquaculture that create a net gain of protein and help elevate and fishing pressure on ocean fish. Unlike carnivorous fish which need a fish-based food supply, herbivores can be fed a diet based on plant materials, while shellfish simply filter the surrounding water for their nutrients.
Okay, great. All right. And so what we're talking about here is the difference. So we're talking about farming in the sea, farming in the oceans, aquaculture. And we're talking about farming herbivorous fish that eat plants as opposed to carnivorous fish that eat meat, well, that eat other fish. And so, and of course, shellfish, which filter plants from the surrounding water for their nutrients. And so there's a big difference in these two industries. One really has a negative impact, and the other, herbivorous species, farming herbivorous species, has a positive impact. All right, great. And so I'd like to go and see if Sergio, are you there?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can. Where are you connecting from?
I'm from Granada, Spain.
Okay, great. Could you please read this for us?
Where we are?
Yes, it's herbivorous fish farming.
Oh, okay. Herbivorous fish farming and mollusk aquaculture case study. China, the birthplace of aquaculture, produces more farm-raised fish protein than the rest of the world combined. Over a span of 4,000 years, the Chinese have perfected the practice of pond polyculture, a method of growing freshwater fish like carp that are herbivorous. They feed on plant-based foods, not other fish. This type of aquaculture feeds millions of people and is regarded by many experts as a state-of-the-art approach that could help feed the entire world. Traditionally, these ponds have been integrated with rice farming, in which agriculture wastes from the fields feed the fish, and waste from the ponds fertilize the fields.
Good. And agricultural wastes. Actually, we usually say waste. Agricultural waste. Let's practice that. And so what I would like to do is to ask all of you, please, someone who would like to volunteer, could you please repeat some of the information that was in that selection of text? Because it's very important. And again, this hour we're going to be focusing on understanding the content. So I'll be helping you with pronunciation, and you can ask me a few, other questions, but we're just focusing on understanding the English and the ideas that are in the document. So does anybody have any comments? Just some short comments. This is your chance to practice your English. and I'm here to help you. So just turn on your microphone and say, "Hi, Geoff, I have a comment." Okay. Now what's happening here? All right, so let's go back. We're talking about China.
It's difficult.
Yes? Okay. All right. So that's great. Well, let's work over it again. So what is this? We're talking about farm-raised fish. So China produces more farm-raised fish protein, which is food for people, than the rest of the world combined. So China is the center of farm-raised fish. Okay? And what kind of fish do they raise? What kind of fish do they farm?
Carp.
They are farming catfish.
Okay, yeah. Now, I don't... is carp the same as catfish?
Not the same.
Okay,
Geoff,
but they might be similar. Okay.
same family, maybe.
Okay, great. Yeah. I've heard of carp and catfish.
Lakefish. There are lake fish.
These are freshwater fish. No salt. Freshwater fish. Okay.
They are living in lake and in river.
Okay, sorry, not these fish. Sorry, they're in ponds. So actually, there's a picture here, I think, of some of these farmers, and this is in a pond, a man-made body of water. So what other, and how do they coordinate this? What else do they do? They have integrated the fish farming with something else. Anyone?
Yes, Geoff. They are integrating fish farming with agricultural farming.
Yes, and what type of farming?
Rice farming.
Rice farming.
Yes.
Because rice fields are often flooded with water. Rice grows in water.
Yes.
And so they're doing two things in the same area. So if I can go back to this picture, the Chinese, over 4,000 years of experience, have perfected this method. And so they have the rice fields, which are often filled with water, or at certain times of the year, maybe not always, and they're raising fish and rice in the same area. And so agricultural waste from the fields feeds the fish, and the excrement, the waste produced by the fish, fertilizes the fields. Do people understand how those two methods of farming work together?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is what we're talking about. And let's keep going. And let's talk about outside of China. Okay. And so I'm going to
it's
go.
Like a,
yeah. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, it's like a recycling process. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The fish gives a fertilized waste, and rice. It feeds the rice, and the waste of the
the waste from the rice.
Waste from rice. What kind of things?
Well, these would be leaves, I guess. Plants, plant material.
Yeah. Okay.
And they would also eat the insects that live in the pond.
So the fish that in the water likes that things, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Because these are plant-eating fish. Okay, so great. And so, Osan, Could you please read this for us?
Which part?
It begins with outside of China.
Outside of China, there are species of omnivorous fish being farm raised that require very little fish meal, such as tilapia, and catfish. Originally from the Nile River, tilapia has become one of the top 10 species being imported into the U.S. All of it is being farm raised in warm water regions like Latin America and Southeast Asia. Farm catfish have become a culinary favorite in southern states across the U.S. and catfish aquaculture has become an economic mainstay in Mississippi. Breeds have been developed that require a bare minimum of fish meal and fish oil.
Okay, thank you. Great job. Great job with your pronunciation. And now we need to focus on understanding. Okay, so let's go back. What is this big, very important species of fish? Yes? Hello, Gul?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes? We can hear your microphone. Do you have a comment?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I hear your microphone. So do you have a comment? Okay.
No.
Oh, sorry. And so, what can someone describe tilapia? I will help you.
Little fish meal.
Okay, now, but what does that mean, though?
Tilapia.
And so, again, we need to focus on understanding. So, let's work together. What is tilapia? Sorry, I need someone to start, please, so I can help you.
It looks like piranha.
Sorry? Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I just saw the photos of the tilapia in Google.
Oh, okay.
So it looked like a fish like piranha.
Well, okay, all right. It looks like piranhas. Okay, but it's a type of fish.
Type of fish, yeah.
Okay, and what's being done with it? Somebody, we need the students to get involved here. Help me out.
Tilapia. Aquarium fish, like.
Well, yeah, okay, so tilapia is a type of fish. And what's being done with it? Why do they mention it in the article here?
Because they are farm raising tilapia.
Yes, they're farm raising tilapia. So they are farm raising tilapia. And where? Where are they raising it?
In Latin America
Can
and
anybody hear me?
Asia.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, finally.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Welcome to the class.
Thank you so much. I just had a problem with my headphone. I couldn't fix it up.
Okay, well,
now. It's all right.
we can hear you now. And now what I'd like you to do is to participate in the class, but for now, could you please keep your microphone turned off for us?
Of course.
And then turn it on when you would like to say something. But
okay, I just tried.
Okay.
Okay.
So, great. So I'm going to turn this off for a bit. Now, we need to get some team spirit here. So please, we need all of the students working together as a team to read this text and understand it. And so, because I think this is interesting information, and we're talking about producing food for the world. This type of fish feeds millions of people every year. And so Andrea is saying that it's a type of fish. Andrea says that it's very good. Okay. And so it's being raised in fresh water, but in generally warm areas like Latin America and Southeast Asia. Okay? And what are we talking about catfish? What's catfish?
Catfish is freshwater fish.
Yes?
It looks like a cat. When you see the head of this fish, it looks like a cat face.
It has whiskers. Whiskers
Yes.
are the long hairs that grow on a cat's face. All right, and where is it being raised? Where is it being farmed?
It is being farmed in Latin America and Southeast Asia.
No, sorry. Now help us out here. This class is very, very quiet. Well, son?
I think Mississippi. I think they.
Yes.
Yeah. They grown in Mississippi.
Yes, and it's a cultural food. So it's part of the culture of the southern United States. So it's become a culinary favorite. Culinary has to do with cooking. So it's an economic mainstay, which means it's a very important part of the economy in Mississippi, the southern United States. Okay? All right, and what kind of fish are these? Are these herbivores? Are these carnivores?
Catfish are carnivores.
No.
No.
They are
Omnivores.
Yes, good. I love this. Good work, you guys. So these are omnivores. So they eat both plants and meat, other fish, but these species are good because they require very little fish meal, which is food made from other fish. So you don't have to kill other fish to feed your farmed fish. They need a bare minimum, only a little bit of fish meal and fish oil. So that's why these species are good. Okay, and so in China, they have been growing tilapia, which is an herbivore, and they are producing more farm-raised fish protein than the rest of the world combined, because they have 4,000 years of experience, and they're combining it with their rice farming. In Southeast Asia and Latin America, people are starting to raise, the Chinese raise carp. Tilapia, okay, and in the southern United States, they've been raising catfish. Okay, so let's move on. And actually, you know what? I'm going to turn off the screen share, and I would like to show a YouTube video now. And so what I'd like to do is to turn on the screen share. I want to show you where you need to click so that you can watch the YouTube videos. So please click on the left-hand side of your screen, the YouTube video application. Okay? And I'm going to load in the YouTube video. Any comments? This is your chance to speak. This is your chance to work as a team. Any comments? Yeah.
How do you know that China used this method 4,000 years? There are lots of fish before 4,000 years. Why did they need to raise farm fish?
sorry, Ismail. Ismail, that's a very interesting question. I don't know. But in the article, it says that they have been doing this for 4,000 years. And remember, China has written history for many thousands of years. And I think always China has had a very large population. And so, yeah, okay, good question.
Yes.
Let's watch the video. And I would like some people to do some reading. Many people would be very likely, I'm going to do some reading. If you mention the word tilapia today, most people will associate it with a mouth-watering delicacy, courtesy of the increasing popularity of aquaculture. Tilapia fish is now widely distributed around the world. Raising tilapia fish has now become the mainstay of many fish farms in both developed and developing countries. And so I'm going to stop reading. But can some people give me some, describe what the pictures are showing? Here's a pond. Here are some fish farming nets that are in the ocean. There's a big bucket of tilapia. They're saying that it's a very good business. So it's a strong fish. Very resistant. It's very healthy. And it's very appealing to customers. It has a very strong immune system. It's very resistant to diseases and parasites. It grows rapidly. So in only a few months, it's fast breeding, so it reproduces quickly. And it easily is bred in captivity. It's easy to handle. And okay, so that gives you an idea of farming tilapia. All right, so let's move on. And so I'd like to bring the document back up onto the screen and turn on the screen share. So any comments? This is your chance. What did you find interesting about the video? Do they look good? All right, let's start reading then. And so, Ismail, could you start reading this, please?
Yes, sir. Shellfish are another type of animal that do not require fish meal or fish oil. In China, vast areas of the Yellow Sea are regularly seeded with juvenile scallops, clams, oysters, and abalone that are produced in hatcheries. The ever-increasing harvest feed millions of people throughout the country. Shellfish are also being grown in the US and Europe, providing delicious, affordable seafood in volumes that now far exceed the wild harvest. Because filter feeding bivalves and mollusks take all their nutrients from filtering seawater, they are an excellent choice for a sustainable form of aquaculture that is helping to take pressure off our oceans.
Okay, and I'll get you to stop there. Thank you. Just we say bivalves. These are some of the bivalves, and mollusks are different kinds of shellfish. Okay, and so you know what's coming now. What does this information mean? Can somebody make some comments about the information that was in the text? And I welcome everyone to make a comment. So I'd really love to have a volunteer with a comment. Anyone?
Yes, Geoff.
Yes, go ahead, Ismail.
It was made some shellfish aquaculture in
Okay, great. So
China.
let's review that. So all the text was about shellfish. And people can look up the names of the different kinds of shellfish. So we had scallops, clams, oysters, and abalone. Okay, great. And please continue, Isma.
And this type of shellfish are farming also in US and Europe.
Right. So China, US, Europe. I think really they're being farmed everywhere because I've seen, I live in Chile and they have lots and lots of shellfish farms.
It was produced too many from them, and it is helping to take pressure off our oceans.
Right. And so people are creating seafood without having to catch fish and also without having to harvest, which means to collect or take the wild shellfish. This is harvesting wild shellfish. They don't have to do that because they're farming them. How are we doing? Other comments from people? So we have some other students, some other comments? And they're saying now that farmed shellfish, the quantity is more than the wild harvest of fish, the wild harvesting of fish. All right? And so, great. Please go ahead.
Geoff, they are filtering the water. They are cleaning the water.
Yes.
And help the environmental cleaning.
Yes, they're helping the environment. And so that means when you raise shellfish, you do not need to feed them. They feed themselves. They filter their own food from the ocean. And so farming shellfish is an excellent choice for a kind of sustainable aquaculture. That's the idea. Okay? All right. And so what I'd like to do is to go back to another YouTube video. So let's bring on the YouTube application again. Any comments from people? We have some new students who have joined the class. Okay, I've had some trouble uploading the document. I'm not sure why. Or the video. So I'm going to try again. Any comments from people?
We see same video, Geoff.
Allowing me to play the video. So what we'll do is I'll have to turn off the YouTube video. So let's go on to some more reading. Okay, and so this we have some reading by a specialist at the University of British Columbia. And so, great. Where are we next? Gul, could you please read the title of this for us?
Sorry. Herbivorous fish farming, mollusk aquaculture, viewpoints. Dr. Daniel Pauly, professor at the Fisheries Center, University of British Columbia. There are two forms of aquaculture. One that is sustainable, herbivore-oriented, small industry, small enterprise, and the other that is industrial-oriented, carnivorous, and is usually large enterprise. I personally like the idea of shellfish aquaculture. These are animals that stay quiet. They stay where you put them, and they clean up the water. They eat what they have extracted from the water that they clean. You can produce absolutely enormous amounts of food, of wholesome human food for people, in a very small area. Shellfish, in fact, have the potential of feeding humanity if we go that way.
Okay, good. I'd like to use to stop there. Thank you so much. Human food. And so what's the information in this text here? What did the fisheries expert say? Can we get some comments from people about the information, about his opinion?
He says that he prefers shellfish farming.
Okay, great. And why? Why does he prefer shellfish farming?
Because
what were some of the ideas?
Because they don't move. They are in the same place.
Okay, good.
In a small area, you can produce great amounts of shellfish.
Yeah, he's saying you can produce absolutely enormous amounts of food.
Huge.
Yes, yeah. In a very small area. And what kind of food is it? How does he describe shellfish as a food? Wholesome means very healthy. And it's food for people. It's very, very good quality food. And so, great. Some other comments? What were his comments in this first paragraph here? I'll mark it with blue. He talked about two types of fish farming or two types of aquaculture. Anyone?
Yes, Geoff.
Yes. Go ahead.
There are two types of aquaculture. One type is a sustainable form.
Yes.
In this form, there are producing herbivore-oriented aquaculture foods.
Yes, good.
In small type of business.
Yes, good. Small businesses.
And the other type is carnivorous produced aquaculture form.
That's right.
It was made in usually large enterprises.
Yeah. It's large scale, large sized operations, very commercial or industrial. And these are species of fish that eat meat. And so we're talking about species like salmon or trout farming. And in his opinion, this is not really sustainable because they need to catch fish to feed their fish. And so they are putting pressure on the oceans. Okay, all right, and so that's the opinion of this person from the University of British Columbia. All right, and we have 5 minutes left, and so let's keep going here. Let's see what his opinion is about tilapia. Okay, and if I can go to the next person, we have Francisco. Could you read this for us, please?
Yes,
Francisco?
that's right.
Yes,
That's
great.
right.
It begins with tilapia.
Tilapia have often been represented as the aquatic chicken, and it is perfectly justified.
Justified.
Justified. It is a filter differ. I can eat a light bit at the bottom, and it's essentially phytoplankton and detritus that is to be found in ponds. It doesn't have to be fed with flesh. It is a very task fish, robust. It can handle a wide range of environment conditions. You can grow it in the backyard operation, but you can also grow in the industrial context. That coal becomes to chicken, the aquatic chicken of the future.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. All right. And now let's get some comments. What is his opinion about tilapia? What is this expert's opinion of tilapia? Some comments from people?
It is.
Yes.
It is an aquatic animal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Chicken.
a fish. It's a fish. Mhm.
It's a fish. Maybe you look like it looks like chicken.
Sorry. Well, the meat. Chickens are birds, and I think they are comparing it to chicken because chicken is a very popular bird to raise. Lots of people farm chickens. So that's why they're comparing it to tilapia. Okay, an ideal type of fish to grow. And so what other positive things did he say about tilapia?
It clean up water.
Yes.
Because it's a filter.
It's a filter feeder. Good. So it filters plankton, little bits of algae or plankton from the water.
It's robust.
Yes, it's robust, which means strong, healthy, resistant to diseases. What is tasty? What does tasty mean? I wrote that in the text box at the beginning of the class.
The taste of tilapia is good.
Yeah, it has a lot of flavor. It's delicious.
Flavor meal.
Yeah, it's very flavorful. And it can be grown in a lot of different situations. So you can grow it in a very small backyard operation. That's the garden at your house. Or you can grow it in a big industrial factory context with a lot of different ponds. So maybe tilapia will become the equivalent, the aquatic equivalent of chicken. Okay, and so I'm going to end the class there. And so please, I am available for you to contact me at my Facebook page. And so please give me your ideas about topics that you would like to read about, that you would like to listen to, videos that you would like to watch, and of course, topics that you would like to talk about. Because we want to include in each class everybody getting lots of practice with their English. So take care, everybody. Good work. That was hard work.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next class.
Thank you, Geoff.
Thank you, Geoff.
Thank you.